dernière fois, on s'est arrêté quand on a découvert un, une sorte de repère secret sous le fameux hôpital. Rappelez-vous, on avait recherché divers hôpitaux parce que les Snatchers ont besoin d'outils pour corriger les cellules cancéreuses à cause du soleil. Voilà, parce que leur peau est sensible beaucoup plus que la peau humaine aux rayons ultraviolets. Donc ils ont besoin d'un hôpital pour pouvoir traiter leur peau. On a trouvé cet hôpital, il avait l'air d'être abandonné, puis après quelques recherches, il s'est avéré que sous l'hôpital, il y a un repère secret. Et on s'est arrêté au moment où on allait rentrer dans ce repère secret. Hop, je pense que là, il y a la souris. Voilà, c'était Start. C'était pas le bon bouton. Et allons-y. Un petit peu plus. Voilà. Donc nous sommes arrivés dans cet hôpital. Dans ce repère secret. D'où la musique très inquiétante. Alors, nous allons... Yo yo yo, salut salut. Donc oui, donc cet hôpital secret, ça va, je vais bien, je vais bien. Donc cet hôpital secret, en fait, est un hôpital, en fait c'est une copie de l'hôpital qui était au-dessus, en fait. Donc il y a le même couloir, les mêmes 3 portes. Voilà, donc oui, nous sommes avec quelqu'un qui s'appelle Random. Un non random. Et oui, c'est du lino. Que c'est beau le lino. Donc oui, là, cette fois-ci, on se dit, il y a sans doute des gens qui viennent, parce que pour que ce soit si propre. Ok, donc bon, les moniteurs sont éteints. Merci Metal Gear. Investigons un peu plus. Donc les moniteurs ont été utilisés récemment, ils sont chauds. Qu'est-ce qu'on a là-dedans? Ah, on a des Switch. On a des fantastiques consoles de Nintendo. Ah ah! Là, il n'y a que 2 Switch pour 3 portes. Ok. Ah, on va faire comme en haut, on va appuyer sur 1 et ça va ouvrir la porte 1. Voilà. Qu'allons voir. Donc là, il faut pas oublier qu'on est vraiment dans le repère des méchants. Hein. Donc tout peut arriver. Faut être un peu pointilleux. Ça fait bip et ça fait flash. Sentons un peu. Hein. Bon, ça doit sentir l'hôpital en fait. Hein. Un Akuma. Ah non merde, un Snatcher. Il a l'air désactivé du coup. Regardons le squelette. Il y a quelque chose qui a bougé avant qu'on arrive. Il y a quelque chose à cet endroit-là. Oh putain, bah oui, non mais... Tire sur le squelette, on s'en fout. Et... Là, si je regarde encore une fois, il est plus là. Ah non, c'est bon. Okay. Regardons le plafond. Ah, donc c'est une énorme machine à rayon X, ok. Ok. D'accord. On peut parler à qui? Ah oui, c'est parler à random, ok. Regardons au lieu de juste... Ok. Yo. Yo yo yo. Alors on vient juste de rentrer dans la première salle. Hein. Ok. Ça, je crois que je vais prendre un moniteur. Ok. Bon, d'accord. Ok. Bon, en gros, c'est la salle où ils sont en train de faire les traitements et tout ça. Ok. Allons à la deuxième porte, du coup. Alors, je sais plus ce que c'était au-dessus. Ah oui, c'était ça. Merci random, moi aussi. Moi aussi. Tout des tas d'outils pour pouvoir faire de l'analyse ADN, un générateur de particules, tous des gros trucs quoi en fait. Évidemment, les Snatchers essayent de corriger le bug de leur peau. Mais, que des gros trucs. Donc ils utilisent des techniques des années 90 quoi. Je suppose que le mec qui fait la peau pour des robots qui sont pas censés exister, il s'en fout un petit peu des normes. Hein. Hmm. Ah ouais? Ah, bravo Gillian, bravo. Et laser à l'argot. Ok. Ok. Qu'est-ce que ça sent? Poisson rôti. Ah. Hmm. Oui. Sans la cellule cancéreuse. Ok. Donc, le problème, c'est qu'il n'y a que 2 switches. Donc, ok. Il n'y a pas un troisième bouton planqué. Ouais. Ah, ok. Ok, bon. On va retourner à la porte 1, il y a peut-être un truc qu'on n'a pas vu. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on peut regarder? On va peut-être investiguer. Y a rien de plus. Ok. Et... Et... Ça, oui, d'accord. Ça me rappelle beaucoup dans Metal Gear Solid, le moment où tu es dans l'ascenseur, où t'as 4 ennemis qui sont invisibles. Et c'est bizarre, l'alarme se déclenche alors que je suis tout seul. Non mais... Mec, attention. Ah bah oui. Dégaine. C'était plus haut. Bon, moi je tire en face, moi.
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated. There's no doubt now that this is their maintenance facility. This one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like.
Marche dessus. Marche dessus.
Scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
And it's just that human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
All right, Random. Metal, let's go. The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation.
Oh putain de plan de merde. Oui, évidemment. C'est marrant parce que du coup si tu te fais toucher, il le dit, je me suis fait toucher tant de fois quoi. Je peux pas juste marcher dessus. Ok. Bah cassons-nous alors. Pas de problème. Alors du coup oui, buter un Snatcher, ça nous a pas dit comment ça marche quoi. Bon, et bah cassons-nous. D'or 2 du coup. Ah oui putain. D'accord. Et... Pierre. Et donc... La bibliothèque. Mhm. En fait, Metal Gear, c'est Kojima, quoi. Kojima est avec nous. C'est quoi ça? Oh, mais ce sont des nanomachines de version de la Seconde Guerre mondiale. Ah non, merde, lui, c'est la guerre froide. Ah, oui, ils essayent de trouver un antidote alors. Voilà leur truc. Tout est vieux sauf ça en fait. Ok. j'ai tout fini au niveau de ça. Ok. Ok. Non, ah putain. En dessous, je voulais faire. Ok. Saut. Oui, non, mais merci.
All right, let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
The two buttons are on opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone.
Ils ont des bras robotiques. Bzzz.
Together, it might do it.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century. Eliminates the risk of one man going nuts and acting alone.
Pour ceux qui font un bingo Kojima, les armes nucléaires.
I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on!
Et ça s'est ouvert.
Door number 3 opened.
With safety measures like that, they must have had a good reason for wanting to keep it closed.
Des armes nucléaires. Bonne raison. Allons-y. C'est vachement loin. Oh. C'est magie, c'est magnifique.
4 human skeletons.
Ah, c'est la morgue, ok.
It's their morgue.
Perhaps victims of the Snatchers.
Well, it doesn't look like whoever put them here was too worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No, it doesn't. These have got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatch from places like Outer Heaven.
Probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and Outer Heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's probably how they learned about Outer Heaven and Plato's Cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body? How about the morgue?
And for them,
Merci,
keeping
Random.
bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that something screwy is going on.
That
Hey.
means that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we've just nailed 4 Snatchers.
Exact. Et ben c'est fantastique comme truc. Qu'est-ce que ça sent? Ça sent la mort. Oui, encore ce gros plan, j'adore. Ah, encore le bingo Kojima, le Technobubble. Allez, analyse les verres. Moins de 30 jours, ok. Oui, logique. Alors, est-ce que... Ok. Après, pourquoi ils sont morts, bon, on s'en fout un petit peu, quoi. Comment ils sont morts, on s'en fout un petit peu. Yep. Alors, c'est marrant parce que il dit qu'ils ont enlevé les dents. Moi, je vois des dents, en fait. Hein. Je vois même un œil, donc bon. Ah, mais il y a quand même l'ADN, Jean-Michel. Oui, fantastique, faisons ça. Allons-y.
Now performing simulated reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the 4 victims. Commencing with victim number 1. Now performing craniometric analysis. X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete
Oui, Kojima,
data
oui.
being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction. First, victim's age. Estimate based on 1. Presence or absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures. 2. Area of facial region and cranium. 3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim's sex. Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium. 2. Parietal bone angle. And 3. Development of splachnocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration. 2. Volume of intercranial cavity. And 3. Mass of the skull. Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on average results of above analysis. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
Voilà, merci Gillian.
Second victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features.
Donc ça on le savait parce que de toute façon Freddy était un snatcher. Donc on le sait.
Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction.
Oui, merci de pas répéter, c'est cool.
Reconstructing.
Oh, ça doit être sa femme du coup. La femme de Freddy.
Based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Moving on to third victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 3. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete
Ça, ce serait qui du coup?
compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features.
Ah, c'est le médecin là. Ouais.
That's the director of Queen's Hospital, Shin Fui, what's his face,
Shin Shu O Gilliam. Moving on to last victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 4.
This one's the most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric analysis.
Donc ça c'est celui que du coup vient d'être tué en gros, à moins de 30 jours.
Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same
Alors faut pas oublier que on avait un soupçon au QG.
Initial phase completed.
Au QG on avait un soupçon sur quelqu'un.
Victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
C'est le... Oui,
It's the chief.
voilà.
What?
Putain.
The chief is a snatcher. The Benson on the scrap of that patient record was Benson Cunningham.
Judging from the condition of the body, I would estimate that the snatching took place approximately 1 month ago.
So it was the chief who sabotaged our turbo cycle. And those matches we found in Harry's room, the chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
No doubt Harry figured it out and decided to leave that face-to-face message. Wait a minute. Didn't Mika say that Harry had left to go find the chief?
That's right. He was probably trying to track down some evidence on the chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
T'étais pas dans le même studio d'enregistrement, toi?
Sabotaged the turbo cycle. Doesn't that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn! Harry and Mika are in danger.
That's far enough, Junker.
Ah,
Your little investigation is over.
It's them!
Who? Snatchers?
bah non, le Père Noël, connard. Ah, Snatcher shot first. Je reconnais ce bruitage.
My arm! I can't reach my blaster!
I'm hitting the leg.
Is that the best you can do, Junker?
Who's there?
Chin! Jin Shuo, you scum!
J'en ai souvenu.
Seems you still have some fight left in you. You two are finished, but our plans move forward. We are now entering phase 2. And when we do, not only this city, but the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2? What are you talking about?
Bah la domination mondiale, comme tout grand méchant qui se respecte.
Have been hindered up to now by the flaws in our artificial skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we had to construct a hospital like this, all because of the flaws in our artificial skin. This was the only difference between us and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Ah, j'ai corrigé le bug, merde.
On the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
Oui, répète les questions, oui.
The new skin. Nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force to take over the world.
Don't be so sure. You won't get out of the city that easy.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
Oh oui, je suis naïve.
I'm sure you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Metal, is that right?
Tu regardes pas tes emails?
Concerned about the Snatcher problem. It will be one of the main topics discussed at this year's summit.
That's right. Tomorrow, we attack the summit.
You must be crazy. The security there will be incredible. You won't even get close.
Must I explain everything to you, Junker?
Bah oui, t'es le méchant, faut que tu expliques tout parce que le gentil il a du mal. Hein.
Will be giving a special presentation at the summit?
The chief, Cunningham. So that's why you snatched him.
Bah oui.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You Junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city. And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Who is this we you keep talking about?
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar. We are a new race.
Modnar?
Modnar? The Kremlin? Those names are familiar, but...
Our goal
Ouais, parce que là, moi je sais pas ce que
is
c'est.
the world's leaders, and then achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
You're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the human spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the Nazis, our strategy begins with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest point, the most primitive part of your psychological makeup, your suspiciousness and fear. By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together, that of trust.
C'est totalement impossible.
It is the primitive part of your brains that binds you forever to your animal ancestors and makes you vulnerable. By stimulating that part of your atavistic instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
Gillian, at this rate, they'll kill us all. You've got to get out alive. You're a junker. Just one of you have.
Ah, c'est qu'en fait tu me parles très près, d'accord.
Fireworks show ready for him.
Oh, tu es une dynamite. D'accord.
What? You're gonna blow yourself up? No, we're better off fighting together.
Hey, it won't work. I'm hit in the thigh. Ow, oh, damn.
Ah, ouh, hi.
With a leg wound like this,
Mhm.
well, I've been shot in the head.
There must be some way out of here.
Hey, I wasn't doing this job just for fun. I stayed ready for situations like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
Bang.
December. A little late for fireworks.
So it'll be.
Je viens de remarquer que j'ai pas lancé l'enregistrement.
I can't let you.
Fantastique.
My belt's packed with TNT-PX. You know, that really strong stuff they use in the mines on Mars. One push, and this whole hospital will.
T'étais sur Mars, quoi?
No time to sit around.
Oh oui, je suis amnésique, hein, donc... Comment ça, on était sur Mars? Hein? Allô?
What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool. Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
Are you two finished chatting? Then I think it's time for you to die. We're quite busy, you know.
You ready? When I give the signal, break into the air shaft and run. And don't forget your blaster.
Ok.
Stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Randall.
Ok.
Gillian,
Ok.
doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Oui, je t'aime aussi.
I'll pay it back to the
Ah,
Snatcher
d'accord.
with interest.
Go! Run, Gillian!
Cours, Forrest. Gillian. Ah. C'était random.
Man.
Oui.
Man, something broken?
Non, tout va bien. I'm a scat man. Beep up, beep up, beep up.
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Random.
Gillian, that explosion should have taken all of Queen's Hospital with it.
The thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast. If it wasn't for Random, we wouldn't have made it. Oh, Random.
Oh, gee.
We have no time for grief now. We must get back to Junker headquarters as quickly as possible. Harry and Mika are in danger.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random.
Eh oui.
First, we have to figure out...
But first, let's take a selfie.
I can't see a thing. What should we do?
Bah déjà, on va sauvegarder. Là, c'est un... Ouais. Déjà une très bonne chose. Ensuite, oui, ensuite on va continuer à jouer. Ça c'est... Voilà. Et après, j'ai vu que là, on peut demander... voilà. Ok. Eh oui, forcément une sortie. Donc bougeasse. Oui, non mais... Bah, allons devant. Bon bah... Sable. Avançons. T'as déjà arrivé si loin? Du Snow 9. Donc en fait c'est souvent utilisé par des snatchers alors. Ils sont un peu cons parce que... Donc ils passent par la morgue pour se barrer. Les mecs ils enjambent les corps comme ça. Aucun problème. Scratches. Non, d'accord. On peut move. Ouais, en fait c'est... Okay. Ouais, en fait c'est plutôt dans le sens inverse. Ils amènent les corps ou les snatchers endommagés directement par ce conduit là quoi. Advance. Advance. On est un peu trop au bout d'un moment. Oui, non mais j'aimerais tirer, merci. En fait, ce qui est emmerdant, c'est que la vue se reset à chaque fois. Ah, ne pas oublier d'appuyer sur le bouton. Ouais. Ah. Ah, en fait, le flingue est, en fait, c'est pas analogique en fait. En fait, le flingue, il est mis sur la croix directionnelle. Et en fait, euh, pour aller en haut à droite, il faut faire haut et droite en même temps. Et en fait, tu peux pas vraiment slider en fait. C'est pas du tout analogique. C'est mis sur les croix directionnelles de la manette. De la manette Sega CD, donc de la manette Mega Drive du coup. Et c'est juste le jeu comme ça quoi. Même si je crois que la croix directionnelle Mega Drive, je crois qu'elle était circulaire, non, ou alors c'était une manette spéciale comme ça que je me souviens. Oui, un petit trivia, mais pourquoi en fait sur les manettes Sega c'est circulaire, pourquoi sur les manettes donc Sony c'est des boutons? C'est parce qu'en fait Nintendo à l'époque avait le brevet de la croix directionnelle. Voilà, voilà. Euh, A Way Out. D'ailleurs, je crois que Nintendo l'a toujours le brevet de la croix directionnelle.
What in the world?
This is part of the tube liner, the city's long-abandoned subway system.
You mean Queen's Hospital and this were connected?
Yes, it would appear that the Snatchers were using this to move from place to place. This would provide them with the perfect way to
Okay.
move about while still avoiding the ultraviolet rays they hate so much. We should have realized this sooner. The city is crisscrossed by the tube liner's old lines, and since they are abandoned, the Snatchers could move undetected as well.
Ah
Who we caught a glimpse of at the abandoned factory where Gibson was killed were able to disappear so quickly. They must have used this subway.
That would appear
Ils ont dû abuser du subway.
passes underneath the
Ah.
factory site as well. That would also explain why sand from the factory was in the air duct at the hospital.
So this is the trick they were using to stay out of the sun and avoid being seen while they moved around.
Et oui,
Now we know why it
manger des subways quoi.
for them.
All right, let's follow the subway. We should be able to get out when we get to the nearest station.
Je peux pas sauvegarder. Écoutons. Ah non, j'entends un autre truc aussi. Certes. J'entends des trains arriver. Non mais... y a plus de train. Regardons derrière. Ok. Regardons devant. Tiens.
Look, metal, light!
Yes, but this doesn't look like a station.
Une échelle, ouais.
There's a ladder.
Where do you suppose it leads, Gillian?
I don't have the slightest, but let's climb it and see.
All right.
Ouais.
Now climbing the ladder.
Exécution de ladder.exe. Oh,
We seem to have emerged into an odd place. Wait, this room.
bah, c'est la salle de bain de Freddy.
It's Freddie Nielsen's bathroom. He was using this shaft from the bathtub to get down into the subway. So that's how he did that.
Ah, yes. As I recall, after you disposed of Lisa, he somehow entered the apartment without using the regular entrance.
Je veux dire que Freddy
By using this secret passage into his bathtub.
a pris un permis de construire. Il s'est dit,
Double construction. The bottom-
là j'aimerais un trou pour aller dans le...
Divide the passage, all they needed to do was fill the tub. And to get in and out, they would just drain the water into another
Ça va
tank.
être fun quoi. c'est-
Jeez. Double bottom bathtubs? Abandoned subways? Snatchers really go out of their way to stay out of the sun.
Okay, Gillian, let's head outside.
Ok Gillian. Quel temps fait-il à Londres? Non, du coup... C'est ça en fait. Bon, ils sont abandonnés, mais c'est ça. Faire pareil à Paris, hein. Oui, du coup. Bah, on l'aurait vu s'il n'y avait pas l'eau. Bon. On peut se barrer du coup. Merci. T'aurais pas regardé la carte. Ouais. Mais parce que c'est de Kojima, donc il adore Moscou. Ah mais j'ai compris, il faut qu'on retourne dans le temps. Non. Ok. 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 Ah oui, oui. Évidemment. Évidemment, on a mis l'appartement avec le scotch jaune de la police, enfin le rayon laser jaune de la police. Ok. Donc oui, les Snatchers ont l'air d'avoir une fascination pour Moscou dans les années 90. Enfin 80 plus précisément. Donc ouais, il y a l'air d'avoir un turbocycle, bah go. Ah, non, on peut pas. Donc regardons s'il n'y a pas des taxis. Ah, il y a un taxi. Investiguons le taxi sans doute, oui. Bah go. Bonjour monsieur, rue de Rambouillet s'il vous plaît. Rue de Rambouillet s'il vous plaît. Bah c'est là que je bosse donc je peux aller là-bas. Voilà. Ah, oh. Je sais pas pourquoi je m'en serais douté.
Is he dead?
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Jeez. He made it through that explosion and was waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto summit.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
Let's use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
I planned on it. I just hope Mika and Harry are safe.
Bon bah du coup pousse-toi, je conduis. Ouais, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Oh. Ah, je vois qu'on arrive un peu tard en fait. Alors désolé, on rampait dans des conduits. Oui. Bah, s'il y a quelqu'un dedans, c'est sans doute Micheline. Je sais pas. Un connecteur d'urgence. Et bah voilà. À moins que ce soit un booth fait par Apple, et là il n'y a plus de port du tout. Hein. Voilà. Il faut utiliser Air Emergency. Non, j'aime bien Apple. Hein. Bon, oui, alors du coup. Eh ben alors tu l'as trouvé Oui, bon bah alors. On va peut-être sauvegarder quand même. Bye.
All right, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme caution.
Non mais
Anything could be inside.
c'est Micheline. Bon par contre elle s'est pris un coup dans la gueule quoi.
Mika, are you all right?
Bon je l'appelle Micheline.
No, how is she?
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no significant blood loss.
Non, ça se voit, non.
Mika, come on, snap out of it. It's me, Gillian.
Gillian? Gillian.
Mika, what happened?
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a snatcher.
Oui.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the snatcher in.
That was smart. Not even a snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in. Gillian, please help him.
Et du coup, on pourrait créer une armure avec ce métal
I'm going in.
et être invincible au Snatcher.
Metal, we're going in. Be careful. That Snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Gillian, please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
Don't worry. I'll watch myself in there.
Ah! Oui, bah c'est... oui. Ok. Ah bah...
Oh,
Ça va vite.
oh, Gillian, is that you? I'm getting old. Just look at me.
What happened?
I saw the chief messing with your turbo cycle, and that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
I do not wish to say.
Really?
C'était un robot.
That bad, huh?
Gillian,
L'homéopathie. Oh, pas de débat sur l'homéopathie. Hein.
what I saw. He showed me what he really was.
Sinon, juste de l'eau chaude et puis ça ira. Hein.
I was barely able to even.
Le problème, c'est que c'est pas un RPG. Donc, il va pas clignoter.
Metal, is there anything we can do for him?
Gillian, I'm sorry.
Harry, you'll be okay. It doesn't look like you're hurting too bad.
T'as juste perdu la moitié de ton sang. Oh, pardon.
We're working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and rest up?
Yeah, sure. Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know I ain't gonna make it. You were a good kid, Gillian.
Harry!
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you. I've
C'est mon
always had
brushing.
trouble talking to people since I was little, like my father. What I can remember of him.
Pulse and blood pressure falling.
Harry, hang in there. You and I were gonna go out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean, the three of us.
But John is...
Metal, quiet!
Gillian, I've lived my life alone. I didn't know my parents or family. Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Mais non, c'est du ketchup, t'inquiète pas. Tout va bien, tout va bien.
After Jean died, I felt it. Human warmth, companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years, I've been searching, trying to find something I lost. Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about...
Et-
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian,
Harry? Harry! Bam 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 bam.
yourself. You're the last junker.
Ah.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Oui, non, bah...
No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for grieving. That's...
We have no time to waste.
Somewhere here in headquarters.
Metal, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high. You understand me?
Yes, sir. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
Scène suivante. Merci. Eh bah, on va aller au plus simple, hein. Elle est à son bureau. Pardon, Harry. Merci. Est-ce que t'es sous le sofa? Kylian, quoi. Ok. Pas de mouvement. Et donc non. Oui, d'accord. Très marrant qu'ils se mettent dans le shooting range. Ok, là j'avais le look. Ok. Ah, trop loin. Bon, ça m'étonnerait qu'il soit dans la computer room, mais bon. Ah. Mais qu'est-ce que c'est? Blood. Pourquoi ça me fait penser à un épisode de Dora, quoi. Mais c'est où les enfants? Cunningham. Bâtard, j'étais pas prêt. Ah bah c'est sûr que quand on tire sur une lampe...
Distance to motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this time, Snatcher.
Headquarters emergency lighting has been activated.
Moi aussi je peux le faire.
Find him again.
We should go after him immediately.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside headquarters.
The Snatcher has been wounded. We should look for traces of blood.
Ok. Alors on sait qu'il est blessé, qu'il perd du sang. Ouais, j'espère qu'il faut pas que je recherche. Le problème c'est que ouais, si je vais là... Ok. Là. Attends. Ce que je voulais voir c'était... Hey, parce qu'on a ouvert la porte.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait, Mika's not in the pod. What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed.
Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you? Show yourself.
I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you.
Je suis un héros des années 90. Si tu touches à cette femme...
No, Gillian, don't move. It's a trap.
It's a trap!
Hostage. You cowardly scum. Mika, why did you open the entrance?
I don't know. I was really scared.
J'étais tellement conne. Pardon, désolé.
Seed, go ahead and shoot. But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
Shoot, Gillian. Kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika!
What are you going to do?
I have you now, Junker.
Tiens. Ah oui, mais là c'est ça. Ah oui, non, ça passe. Bah non, ça passe pas. La bouche.
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Mika, are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Bon, t'as juste pas plus d'estomac, plus de bras, plus de jambes, mais sinon ça va, c'est bon.
Random? Sorry it took so long, but this ought to make us even.
Junker? You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
This is just residual energy feedback. Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Queen's Hospital was nothing more than a maintenance facility. We have comrades operating throughout the city. More than you can imagine.
Leur design me fait un peu penser au film de Carpenter, It Lives, ou Invasion Los Angeles, en français.
Your existence is meaningless as long as you don't get your memory back. Good luck, Junker.
My memory? Comrades? Professor Lorraine?
Harry. Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Mika!
Il est mort à cause de moi.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die.
Je l'admirais.
Promise to Harry and Random. but the city is still
Pourquoi
full
les
of
innocents doivent-ils
snatchers.
mourir?
This fight is just beginning.
Oui.
Gillian, I have an urgent video call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
C'est pas le moment. Oh.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. I remember everything.
Your memory. So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie, what's wrong?
I can't tell you something like this over the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie, calm down. I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
Snatcher!
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now, I suggest you avoid doing anything foolish, Professor Seed.
Oui, on... Eh ben, fin de l'acte 2. Ah. Évidemment que j'aimerais sauvegarder. Je crois qu'il y en a 3. Je crois que c'est le dernier.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference.
Ben, s'il est pas trop long, on peut le terminer ce soir en fait. Hein.
A major poll of domestic and international opinion carried out just last week shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Donc là, oui, c'est la fameuse conférence.
Death has been confirmed. It won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
Ah oui,
That may not be
on n'utilise plus d'armes nucléaires. On utilise les rayons.
The chief was going to calm the
Est-ce que c'est
situation
pire?
at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically.
Bon, après, c'est tellement unique. Voilà, un truc qu'on comprend pas, on envoie une bombe nucléaire, bon, voilà quoi. Puis le Japon et le nucléaire.
Going to take over operations now.
That's correct.
Voilà,
That
encore.
too will be officially
Donc je crois que j'avais déjà mis nucléaire dans le bingo, donc.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatchers'
Oui.
headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I should be able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about the memory of that Snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Utile.
Wait a minute. Mental, what about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Gillian...
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Well, you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest-ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Bah, évidemment, c'est un rôle. Enfin,
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the
et
bunker.
c'est le
There
concept.
is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
That's Harry's picture, from when he was a kid.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry?
Ah,
Harry
d'accord.
was my son?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Moscow,
Almost
Moscow.
everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No, it was highly classified information. He was never told.
Et après,
I was never able to do anything for him.
il a pu le deviner
Wait a
aussi.
minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
Oui.
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Harry est mort,
Gillian,
donc
let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right.
que elle le sait pas, c'est vrai.
Clue in the way they're operating.
All right, let's go over what we know about them.
Alors, quel est le point faible des Snatchers? Les débats sur Internet. Non, bah les deux, mais les rayons ultraviolets. Et oui. C'est pour ça qu'ils sortent au plein milieu de la nuit, en hiver, et qui mettent même de l'écran total, même quand il fait nuit, quoi. Un peu comme les gens qui mettent des lunettes de soleil en pleine nuit. Bah... Underpass. Utiliser l'ancien tunnel de métro. Sneezing. Et à cause de la fumée, évidemment. Non, à cause du Snow 9. En fait, pourquoi les militaires ont développé ça, en fait? Ah, ok. Mhm. 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 Et ils ont le mal du pays. Ou alors ils ont tout juste la foi en le communisme et ils se disent bah non, voilà, ils chantent l'international, tout ça quoi. Ah c'est des robots quoi. Des robots communistes, merde quoi. Ah bah ça évidemment, évidemment c'est à Tokyo. Des robots du KGB. Oui.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo-Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Le réchauffement climatique, tout ça.
What about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9.
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels.
Okay.
Thus we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What's this?
C'est à peu près pareil.
These are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo-Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating. This is the spot. It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Wait, Gillian. I want to go with you.
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They
T'entends pas, il y a la musique.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Hey, tu gères l'accueil, vas-y.
I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian.
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know,
Donc tu sais que dans 3 heures, il y a une bombe nucléaire qui tombe.
Mika.
not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know,
Un
to
crabe à
sit
8
back,
pattes, je
relax.
sais pas.
It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian.
I'll be back.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah. Okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal. Let's go.
Ouais, je dois aller à l'église avant. Ah, pas compris. Ah, faut pas le planter alors. Eh bah allons-y. Let's go.
Input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off. Flight configuration. Now gaining altitude.
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
A 50-year debt in 3 hours. Snow!
Snow 9 to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood? Now descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
Ok. Et bah si on se barrait... Non, j'ai pas. Oh, c'est beau, ouais. Mm. Mhm.
All right, now opening the door.
Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
That got it.
C'est une église, hein. Oui, il y a de la ressemblance, oui. Donc random ne serait pas si random que ça, quoi. Mode now. Eh bien. Ça en fait des gens. Gender unit. Un dildo en fait, ou un hall quoi. Mais pourquoi, enfin... Et surtout pourquoi, enfin... Ok, très bien, et donc... Ah... D'accord. Ah bah continue. Let's go. Est-ce que c'est là qu'il y aura la gender unit ou pas? C'est... Ok. Oh, pas ce bruit. Donc c'est là qu'ils ont leur peau. J'avais vu, oui.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched.
D'accord.
The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the entire...
C'est là qu'ils greffent le dildo ou... Voilà.
Lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
Eh oui.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attach.
Is it organic?
Pourquoi ils peuvent pas snatch les enfants?
With a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions.
Du coup, il y aura plus d'enfants en fait si les snatchers envahissent le monde.
Biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well. so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Ok. Bah... Ouais, autant Snatch, le président de la Banque de France, et puis se faire des virements, quoi. Pas s'embêter, hein. On va peut-être sauvegarder. Ok. Est-ce qu'il y a encore un truc que j'ai oublié de regarder? Oui. Mhm.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo-Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet.
Ouais, ils ont pas besoin, hein.
With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said
Suffit d'être capitaliste et puis t'as pas besoin de snatcher les gens. Hein.
already produced it.
No idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it
Ok.
clear that they're up to
C'est
something.
des communistes, genre.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
Ah bah j'avais raison.
A phased particle beam, huh?
On n'a pas de bombe nucléaire, mais on a des rayons.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right. Do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't...
Un compte à rebours.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Yes, sir. Don't forget. 30 minutes.
"30 minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Ah. Non mais...
I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me. All right, let's open the next door.
C'est bon. C'est pas un blaster, c'est une mitraillette que j'ai.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
Bâtard. Le Chicago Typewriter de Resident Evil 4.
Let's try this next door. Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son.
J'aurais dû tirer
He's been
alors.
living on his own now for 50 years.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Harry est mort. Quoi?
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian?
Bah
It's
oui.
all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of.
Non. Faire des partis politiques communistes.
Countries of
Non.
the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing
Vous vous
pressure
souvenez de
from
Robert Rue?
reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you
Ah
control
oui.
their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside
Un
out.
peu comme Pinochet,
That's right, Gillian.
mais là plus cybernétique.
And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself. And for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian.
Je suis un psychologue.
Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA.
Tout ça?
Yes,
Eh,
and the
bah,
government
dis donc.
knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Ben, il vient de te dire, t'es un agent de la CIA.
Continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident.
Oui,
A mysterious
la musique est
explosion at the
super bien à
chemical
propos.
facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
Ah oui, Kojima, il y a ce jeu blabla tellement.
3 years ago, we were discovered by the 7
Bon là après,
Special Investigation.
là c'est un jeu
When they found us, Elijah's cloud was already empty.
très visual novel, donc c'est un peu normal qu'il y ait du blabla, mais
Elijah Modner? That guy who
c'est vrai que Kojima,
looks like random?
That's right, Elijah is alive. Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
oui.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And
Oh,
Gillian.
yes. Ah, je pensais que ça allait se fermer devant.
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No. Not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this?
Mais je connais ça.
Father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These
Whoa,
40
that's
years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What
Déjà j'ai
happened
plus de
to
pieds.
you?
Et non.
Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here. 57
Tout ça pour une
years
femme meuf, quoi.
I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your
Tellement.
smile,
I was stricken. I saw something in you that
Le triangle amoureux.
I felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch.
Elle avait du mal à parler le russe, alors après...
Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings...
Du coup, ils se sont mariés en Russie, du coup.
Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Non, non.
Lucifer Alpha.
Ah non, oui.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then.
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face.
Non, ou même,
Besides,
même juste des films en fait. Kojima aurait juste pu.
I knew the time was not
Bah,
yet right.
c'est un grand cinéphile hein, de toute façon, Kojima. Mais c'est vrai qu'il aurait pu même écrire des livres quoi. Ce qu'on aime ou qu'on n'aime pas, ouais, ou séries télé. Ce qu'on aime ou qu'on n'aime pas, tout le techno-bubble de Kojima avec les nanomachines et tout ça, c'est quand même un sujet, avec un univers étendu, je suis sûr que tu peux faire énormément de trucs quoi.
Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
Il a l'air de dire ça comme tu te fous de sa gueule en fait. Oh, quel pauvre homme.
First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale Snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample. Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
Comment ça les japonais Vous dire que les japonais sont racistes?
Quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild...
Hey, regardez le coronavirus. Oh, voilà. Quoi, allô?
Much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
Hey.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't.
Ah oui.
But if they don't know, they cannot object.
Il suffit de faire des élections et de mettre un candidat qu'on chie dessus, et puis voilà.
Then they can easily become their gods, indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost
Ah,
there.
vous voulez dire la race aryenne.
Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this? We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
Ah,
Random.
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties.
ouais, c'est un peu comme
Its design
Terminator,
was
quoi.
built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards.
Ah,
Unlike my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go
oui.
anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world.
Ah si, quand on verra Emmanuel Macron chanter l'international, on se posera question, quoi.
Will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all...
Mais ça a l'air super bien, en fait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
Ah oui.
10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal, what happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo-Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will hand
Je crois que tu as trop regardé les films de Rambo.
You two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
This is crazy!
Snatcher, get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you were the enemy...
Alors en fait, il y a un petit problème avec ton fauteuil roulant, c'est que tu descends comment?
This little one and take him out of here.
Ah. Me tiens prêt quand même.
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
What's that?
Le poisson là.
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, metal!
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh! Okay,
J'avais oublié.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes.
thanks! Thanks, you two! Jamie, come on!
No! Don't let...
No!
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 Pathetic old fool! You don't even know how to love someone.
You stupid machine.
Stupid machine.
Idiotic grin supposed to mean.
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back.
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1.
Bonne année!
Bombs!
Later, kid!
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
Il est toujours marié en fait. Oui.
We'll be waiting for you too.
Katrina!
Ah.
Mika! You're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Oui. Elles savent déjà tout de toi en fait.
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone.
Ouais.
What?
Elles savent déjà que tu portes des chaussettes au lit. Voilà. Et t'adores regarder Sexy Avenue. Bref. C'est marrant parce que du coup là, This Kid, ça n'a pas été changé. Bon, je le redis, mais c'est vrai que dans la version Jap, elle a 14 ans quoi. Eh oui. Aimer quelqu'un, c'est aussi aimer ses imperfections. Oh.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
En fait, ça c'est un petit lien à Police Notes, qui est le prochain Kojima qu'on jouera.
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I'll want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
Ah.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait! Wait for me! Take me with you, please!
You? Metal?
Yes, sir! We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body.
Ouais.
Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh? Wait a second. I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
Et là, tout le monde meurt.
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict.
Eh oui.
The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
Et voilà. Terminé. Donc Kojima. Voilà. Est-ce qu'il y aura encore 3 milliards de fois marqué Kojima? C'est possible. Mais voilà. Snatcher terminé. Bah, belle histoire, hein, de toute façon. Bah, évidemment inspiré de Terminator, Blade Runner. Voilà, le Cara Design. Bref. Alors oui, c'est ça. Acte 3, du coup, c'est vrai que si on résume l'acte 3, c'est 2 séances de gameplay et 45 minutes de blabla. Voilà. C'est... En gros, tu tiens la manette au cas où, mais ça sert à rien. Alors en fait, l'histoire, parce que ça je l'avais lu un peu avant, l'acte 3 est un acte en fait qui était ajouté sur la version Sega CD, enfin Mega CD, qui n'existait pas à la base en fait sur la version MSX PC Engine. Et c'est pour ça en fait qu'on voit Metal avec un corps de Mega Drive Mega CD, parce qu'en fait c'est un épisode qui a été ajouté. Après je sais pas si sur la version PlayStation et Saturn ils ont changé du coup cette scène là, mais en fait c'est un épisode qui a été ajouté. Et du coup oui, c'est pour ça que c'est un épisode où il y a très peu de gameplay, parce qu'en fait bah, c'est plus simple à coder des séquences de blabla que des séquences de gameplay. Puis bon, fallait que ça... On rajoute au bingo les 45 minutes de fin de Kojima. Et voilà. Jeff Lupetin. Lucy Childs pour Metal Gear. Ah oui, c'était une... D'accord, c'était vraiment pas un pitch ben. Ray Van Steen. Susan Melee. Kimberly. Non, sur Play, il y a un corps de Play 1. Eh bah ouais, d'accord. Donc ils ont bien changé du coup. John Jack, Jim Pax. Ah, c'était la même voix que Napoléon, d'accord, ok. Putain, mais Ray Van Steen qui a fait tout le monde en fait. Rodoriguez. Ivan Rodoriguez. Ah, le meilleur personnage, un female employee. Meilleur personnage. Ah non, Ramen Guy. Ramen Guy. Fortune Teller. Je me souviens même pas qu'il y avait... Je me souviens plus. Special Thanks Kojima. Ah, pas encore. Et ça sert sur une Saturn. Ça veut donc dire qu'en fait ils ont dû vraiment refaire les images, refaire les sprites pour cette scène là. C'est même pas du copier-coller quoi, ils ont dû refaire les sprites. Ah. On a failli avoir Kojima, attention. Et quand Konami faisait des bons jeux. Alors, est-ce que c'est comme les anciens jeux MS-DOS où quand t'as fini, t'as fini? Ah non. Ah, un beau logo. Il n'y a pas de New Game Plus ou quoi que ce soit. Ouais, non, voilà, c'est fini, tu finis quoi. Ok, et ben voilà, donc Snatcher terminé, et donc stream terminé également. J'espère que ça vous a plu, que toute cette petite série sur Snatcher vous a plu. Prochainement, on essaiera de se faire donc du coup l'autre FMV visual novel de Kojima, qui est Police Notes. Il n'est jamais sorti aux États-Unis ni en Europe du coup. Donc ça sera la version Jap avec une traduction anglaise sur PlayStation, si ça marche bien. Normalement c'est la version PlayStation. Il faudra que je teste, etc. Mais normalement ça devrait fonctionner. Et puis voilà. Et ben, je vais vous souhaiter une bonne fin de soirée, une bonne nuit. Et puis bah, à la prochaine du coup. Allez, ciao!